Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to TeamODZ Live. Funny. Wow. Been there before I'd even gone live. Thank you very much for sharing the stream, my friend. All right, Rick, we are ready finally. Let's get this go on the road.
All right, let's do it.
It's taken me 12 minutes to get ready this morning. It's a slow cadence this morning. Through the warm-up. Straight steps. How was your ride to work yesterday?
Yeah, once again, I did. I started doing it right in there, and then all of a sudden I was like, you know what? I had said that I was gonna just go at a nice endurance pace, but then I was like, you know what? I need a little VO2, so. But it turned out to be a tempo ride.
Yeah.
And
Thank you for liking the stream there.
That went good. Made me a little tired though, but then on the way home, that was the actual endurance pace the entire way until I got a flat. And so I stopped to fix the puncture. At this point, the sun is setting at 6:51, and this was
about 6:50.
Just
6:51.
It was getting closer. I think it was about 6 at that point. I think I left. Yeah, I left work at 6, and yeah, it was maybe like 3 miles in, not even, and got the puncture. So then I'm like, well, this figures, you know. So then I go to fix it, and with these new tires, they're the bead definitely it's tight. And so when I went to put on the second one, I just was having the hardest time trying to get the last bit on. So I pumped it up a little bit, see if that would help them. And then ended up puncturing that tube in the process of trying to put it in. So then I'm like, oh, well, now what am I gonna do? That was my only extra tube.
Heidi!
So,
Heidi!
yeah, I did try to call her for a second because my new tubes had just shown up, or I thought they had just shown up in the mail. So I called her and she didn't answer. So then I was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna go ahead and try to find the original puncture in the first tube, and then I'll put a patch over that. And so I did that, worked out fine. The only issue was in the process of doing all this stuff, I had to use a little bit of CO2 to find the hole, and then the amount I had left was not a full fill. So I did have a slightly spongy tire the whole way home. But then once I got started, I had to start using my headlight, because it was definitely after sundown, so it was still kind of light out. But then at one point on the way, someone decided that they didn't like my headlight, I guess, so they put on their high beams and then started to come right at me with the high beams. And then of course I'm already in a really great mood and doing a VO2 max ride on the way home. And so then I decided to turn around so I could tell them about how I didn't appreciate what they had just done, but they got away. It then turned it into an all-out. But yeah, so needless to say, I got home shortly after, so it wasn't too far from my house. Took me a little while to calm down.
Get my my Continental tires back on my rims with my hands. I don't need a tire lever to put them on. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's pretty good. These things are tight.
Well, that's what that little channel in the centre of the rim's for. You get the rest of the bead down into that. Gives you enough play to be able to put the rest of the bead on, or the end of the bead on.
Okay. Yeah.
Usually without a tire lever.
I think that's how I ended up doing it the second time.
Hey, good morning, Ian.
Whenever it happens, it always feels like it's a luck thing. Like, oh wow, well that one went on easier.
Hey, Ian, what are you doing on that side of the screen? You should be on this side.
Yeah, one thing I've noticed too is I should probably I don't know. Yeah, I guess it's just sometimes when I go to change a puncture, I'm just not working in the same way that I normally would if I was just going at it. Because it was just like I was having the hardest time just getting the tire off. Second time around, it came off a lot easier and went on a lot easier. Still had to use the tire lever, but
So your rims
popped on real much.
Are your rims tubeless ready?
Yep.
Yeah, so you let the air out of the tire if it's not out of the tire already. You've got to go around the rim and push the tire bead off the seat.
Yeah.
Down into that centre channel. That makes life so much easier.
Yeah.
All the way around it.
Makes sense, because then, yeah, now it's the furthest. Yeah. Now it gives more play on the other side.
Absolutely.
Next time I have a puncture, which, I can say I hope that doesn't happen at all this year for the rest of it. I think that was puncture number 12 so far this summer. Just so many tubes. It's been a weekly thing. Seems like, where I've been going into the shop and buying a tube and another little canister of CO2.
You let the CO2 out and replace it with normal air afterward.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Or with this one, I ended up just letting it out, but because I was going to change the tube out. I don't like to ride with patch tubes. Not that it seems to matter, because
No.
I seem to get punctures anyway.
Challenge you to find a tube in my house that doesn't have a patch on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, while I'm out, I'll use my spare tube, but as soon as I get back, I'll patch that tube.
Yeah, I probably spent just about $100 in tubes this summer. Because those R2s were puncturing every week, at least. And these Continentals were doing really good for a while. I almost felt like they were impervious to punctures at this point.
Yeah.
I even had on the big ride on Saturday, one stop, I noticed that I had a slice in the tire and I had another little puncture spot, but it didn't get through to the tube. So I was thinking, oh wow, it's pretty good. But Who knows? Maybe that was something that was in there that I couldn't see that got pushed yesterday or something. Or it could have been, could have very well been pinch too.
It's most likely to pinch it while you're putting it back on, isn't it?
Yeah, it was more to the side of the tube. Yeah, I think right now this is potentially the last 60-degree morning here in May. From now on, I'll have to put on a sweatshirt to go out in the morning to walk the dog. Like why I actually enjoyed being able to walk the dog in my underwear, you know?
Oh man, it's good for words.
I can only imagine someone looking out the window. The neighbor's doing it again. Yeah, I'm just kidding. I don't wear underwear. Oh man.
Flying past people going here.
It's pretty good. We're just going 14 miles per hour up that hill. Normally, I have to be pushing like 300 watts to go that fast.
Halfway. And go.
My heart rate's doing really good, but it doesn't feel like it.
Leg's not doing good. Wait a second.
Oh yeah, I'm supposed to keep up a slower cadence, right?
No, not yet. We're just warming up right now.
Oh yeah, that's right. Still warming.
Could be about 5 seconds off being warmed up now. There we go. There you go. Warm up done. Now, um,
That'll be good.
you right on, Paul?
Yeah, this morning I thought about sleeping in. I almost did. I was right on the edge.
Good job you didn't.
But then,
I wouldn't
Then I
be
was
here
like,
now
you know
with you.
like, you know what? Never mind. But yeah, I did. Because then I knew if I didn't get on the bike, then I wouldn't do the core workout later. Because I have noticed if I don't get on the bike and get my blood flowing first, then it doesn't feel good to do any sort of workout.
Yeah.
Because I really don't enjoy core workouts. I do enjoy riding my bike though.
Found the right gear for this bit.
What's that?
I think I found the right gear for this bit.
Nice. Yeah. I'm definitely in a lower gear than I would normally be.
For those watching, I'm riding on rollers. I have resistance, but it doesn't change itself. I don't have EIG. I want to change the amount of power that I need to put out for any given cadence. I need to shift gears. This is 2 minutes, set things up, and shift up a gear. See how that sits. Pick up another gear.
Wait.
The final bit of this block.
Essentially, it's the same
enough
for
gears
me,
left.
right? Since I'm in workout mode
Yeah,
without ERG.
Yeah.
The only difference is I can do this.
I can one at a time.
And if I want to, I can throw my hair back and forth and still stay upright.
You're just jealous. I never have a problem with my hair going in my eyes. I never have a bad hair day.
I just do that to flick the sweat out of it. Ah. Looks like the dog has some fleas. Yeah, the other day my father-in-law took our dog for the day and apparently brought him to a place where the dogs have fleas. So now he asked me. And I didn't even save the receipt. So now we're going to have to fix it ourselves. Just joking. I wouldn't return the dog.
I was trying to think of something witty to say about that then, but I couldn't. Will they not give you store credit?
One thing I brought up was, maybe they'll get store credit. One thing I brought up was having my father-in-law take care of it, but my wife shot that one down.
Yeah, he didn't know. It's not fair. All right, get ready. Final step.
Well, this just feels like my Saturday ride. Normally on any outdoor ride, my average cadence is right up around 90. And on Saturday riding with slow people, my cadence was like, I think 70 or something was the average. But the only problem was around mile 80, I started to feel a little twinge in my knee from going up hills.
Halfway. This tickles.
You like the low cadence stuff.
I don't. Oh, you do?
Makes my heart rate look fantastic. Just makes my legs not feel so fantastic.
30 seconds. There we go.
I like this one. I have a feeling towards the end though, my legs are gonna feel like they're gonna fall off, but I like it.
Oh, we need that to happen on stream.
If it's gonna happen, might as well do it on stream. I hope not. I didn't save the receipt.
Yeah, take my legs back. They're faulty.
Poor dog. He looks just miserable right now because he has a double coat, so with all the scratching, he just looks all frazzled. Got little bits of fur hanging out of him. Of course, he's making a mess everywhere. Yeah, I have to go. The pain is that for some reason, all the good flea medications, you have to have a prescription, which is just amazing to me. Why would you need a prescription for an animal? Unless if it's, I get it if it's a controlled substance.
There you go.
So then
This is
everybody
your own
wants to
question.
get their money. Well, yeah, but I mean, flea medication. I haven't heard anything on the news about a drug bust where they found 2 pounds of flea medication and a handgun, you know. So then the vet, they want to get their piece, which is always expensive. Very important people there. Actually, there's one vet that he comes in. He owns a pretty big practice. He comes in every year to get beer at the brewery for his for the yearly party that he puts on for all of his employees. Maybe I could use that angle. Be like, hey, any chance you can just let me buy some of that flea medication without a visit?
Swap you some beer for flea medication.
Yeah, as I say, I'll just show up to the front desk with a case of beer. I don't think he drinks much, but apparently his employees do. So whoever's at the front desk, maybe I'll get their attention. I'll be like, why don't you open up your trunk and I'll just put this in there and we can work something out. Thinking about trying a flea bath first, though, to see if that might work.
Right.
But the only problem is every time I wash them in the tub, I have to go and unclog the drain afterwards.
So
So
hose
I'm
pipes
thinking
are
about
for.
bringing them.
Hose pipes in backyards. Hose pipes in backyards.
Well, if that's the case, I might as well just bring him to my work,
Pressure washer.
and then he can just run around wherever he wants, and I'll just spray him.
You get the pressure washer on him. What hair? No fleas. No hair either.
Yeah, I feel like that would damage our relationship a little bit.
How's that saying go? You got to be cruel to be kind.
Yeah, I'm almost thinking maybe I will. The only thing is everybody else likes to bring their dogs to work too, so I don't want anybody to be concerned that they'll give fleas to them.
Hey, good morning, Mark. Comes the next step.
Oh, my cadence is up. There we go, back to it.
It's 12 on. Seconds. They're right on there, John. Five seconds. There we go.
Whew. What do we have? 3 more of those?
Maybe a few more than 3.
Oh,
I think
it keeps
4.
going?
4 more. Yeah, this isn't too bad a workout.
No. It's like just enough. When you get to the point where it's getting uncomfortable, then it's over. Just making me sweat though. That's the only problem. I should have had my fan up just a little higher. Is that Justin Wagner?
What's he done now?
That's another one. It's the other Jay Wagner. I feel like I've seen another Jay Wagner on here before. It's kind of sad. I don't think I'm going to be able to do the Thursday rides until like December. Unless if Heidi has a day off from her class on Thursday at some point. Or if I come up with another way, I buy another laptop. That's why I bought my last laptop, was because she kept using this one for school.
So what you need to do is build yourself a desktop. They don't walk as much.
You want to take the desktop where? Said no one ever.
$1 for $1, you get more performance out of a desktop than you do for a laptop.
Oh yeah. I mean, laptops do a pretty good job, but yeah. And you have so many more options for upgrading.
Yep.
I mean, you could really just keep a desktop running for quite a long time if you want to throw the money at it, right?
Absolutely.
Has been a while since I've had a desktop. Actually, I'm trying to think of what my last desktop was. When I was younger, I just always had ones that were pieced together.
I always built my own.
Yeah, they were like all ones that my dad built and stuff, and then he would hand them down to me.
This one looks like it's a HP, but it's not. Hi, sir. Hey, good to see you. Been a while. Just dropping in. Yeah, I just used the case from a computer that I was given. New motherboard, 10th Gen i5, gig of RAM, NVMe SSD, the X1070 Ti, graphics card, Windows 11 Pro. I only have the Pro version of Windows on any of my computers because I have to join it to a domain. When we buy any computers like the kids' laptops that came with Windows 10 Home on them, they got upgraded to Pro.
Yeah. I like Windows 11 more than Windows 10. Well, once I figured it out, that is. I didn't at first. I was like, what is this? Another thing to learn? I couldn't figure out how to turn it off for the longest time because I just didn't take the time.
Then where's Windows 10? You right click on the start button and sit down is
Yeah.
one of the options.
Yeah, my computer at work has Windows 10 on it, so I was very used to that. But
I do. I've got to get used to working with anything from XP, Windows 10. You haven't deployed anything Windows 11 yet. But it's coming. Hey there, Isaac. Dropping in the chat. Yeah, we're having a good time. And let's see, we've talked about fear, fleas, building computers,
punctures.
punctures. Oh yeah, that was quite a long one, wasn't it? Put together.
The easiest way to change a tire or change a tube out.
Really? Yeah.
So that you don't repuncture your tube.
Step 50 seconds. And we've got 3 left. As it says 12 of them. Ooh.
So the new looks like there's new maps coming out on Zwift soon,
Yeah,
or new routes at least.
and you haven't even got all the route badges yet. Come on, get your finger out.
That'll be
Yeah.
my weekend long rides.
You're never gonna get there.
Oh, I'll totally get it. yeah, once I can't do my weekend long ride outdoors anymore, then I'm gonna start tackling all those long routes. It's gonna take a little bit of getting used to, though, because there's just something about doing a journey outside that's way better than doing a journey in my living room. But if it's all you have, better than nothing. There won't be any convenience stores to stop at to grab a chocolate milk to down real quick.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that yesterday. I was wondering whether you had chocolate milk in your items or something.
No, no. I just, every so often I'll, when I start to feel like I need it, like when the bars aren't keeping up with me anymore, then like when I start to get the hungry feeling, even though I've been fueling, I'll stop by the next store that I come to, down a chocolate milk. And usually the only problem with that is that I'll start to forget to fuel every hour, because it keeps me pretty good. I had one chocolate milk keep me for like 2 hours on Saturday, and then once we got to the first lunch spot, I wasn't even really that hungry.
We go again. We'll get a word in eventually.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Hey, thanks for the ride on there, Tina. Yeah, put chocolate milk in your bidons. 20 miles later, you'll have chocolate butter.
Yeah. and then probably a couple days later, I'll have all new bidons. So just like that.
Well, if you don't empty it, a couple of days later, you'll have chocolate cheese. That's an interesting concept. Chocolate cheese. Cheese grommet.
If I ever put milk in my bottle, I'd probably just throw it in the trash when I got home. It's already bad enough just like with having things like scratch in the bottle. If you don't rinse it out fast enough, you start to get the mold in there. I had my first experience the other day, right before my trip. Actually, I looked at one and I'm like, oh, is that mold? Sure enough, there's just a little tiny bit of mold. Probably almost time to buy a couple new bottles.
There we go. That's your nickname. Moldy bidons.
MB for short. Yeah, because these were those ones that have the whatever it is to keep them from getting moldy, but I would imagine that only lasts for so long.
That mold inhibitor. Is it on?
Yeah, something. Maybe. It's been so long since I bought these things, I don't even remember what they said. All I know is they were the most expensive ones, and the guy at the shop was like, yeah, these are the last two. Everybody seems to like these ones. So I said, okay, good enough for me. You
All right,
see me buying a car.
Au revoir, mommy. Right in here.
What? No Jerry again today, huh?
I know, right? I'm going to have to have words.
Hopefully he hasn't started running or something.
Might still be recovering from his race on Saturday.
Oh, he had a race?
Yeah.
Or what? That was on, yeah, he did it on Zwift, right?
Huh?
Did he do it on Zwift?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought I saw the notification on Twitch, but I was already on the road at that point.
Oh.
Ooh. Right, today we're having brunch at the brewery. This week, since the other brewer, he's on his honeymoon right now. So we did all the brewing last week for 2 weeks. So now this week, it's just a couple little packaging things and whatnot. So it's a little more free time. And so we're having a brunch today where everybody just brings something. So far, I know there's going to be a raspberry Danish, and there's going to be some quiche. I don't know what else. Shannon's probably going to bring a bunch of Dunkin' because she's from Boston.
What you?
She always, every time I see her, she has some sort of a Dunkin' cup within the proximity at all points in time.
Step coming up.
Yeesh. I'll have to wear some short shorts today to show off my swell legs. If this all goes well, then maybe they'll be all bulging and veiny all day long. And everybody will just be wowed everywhere I go.
That or everyone's just going to point, look, and laugh.
Look how short his shorts are.
30 seconds. Then
Just when I don't feel like doing it anymore, it's over.
Yeah, Cecilia's going to catch us up now.
Yeah, she is. She was actually she was the ride leader for the first group ride I ever did on Zwift.
Say hello to her.
No, well, I gave her a ride on.
Say good morning, and I go good morning back.
Yeah, that was for my first yeah, what am I thinking of here? Oh, Zwift Academy. When they had it, so you had to do one group ride. I just happened to choose one. And I was like, you know what? I kind of like this.
My
Before that, I
first
was
group
just doing
ride.
workouts.
My first group ride was Adivas,
Nice.
led
That's
by
a good one to
Megan.
get into.
Led by Megan. And then only a couple of weeks later, I led my first Deb.
Nice. Moving up fast in the ranks.
Yeah. I don't even think I had, a busy kit then. In fact, I know I didn't. It took a little bit more convincing from Megan to do the kit challenge.
Yeah.
And I'd already done the hard bit. It was the TeamODZ entry.
Yeah, the first group ride that I started actually showing up to consistently was the ODZ entry ones with Megan. Because before that, I was pretty much just always doing workouts and or doing the pace spots to get recovery in. So far, I've only led 2 rides. The first one, both of them were the wagon. The first one was a complete disaster from showing up late. I pretty much rode by myself.
Yeah, it doesn't know where to put you if you're the leader.
No. And I had a moment to try to figure out, okay, where should I be right now? When hindsight, I should have stayed with the group that I was in instead of focusing on trying to keep the watts that I was supposed to do for the ride. But then I had Sammy and Charlie rode with me the rest of the way.
If you do what it says in the ride description on the group ride, then no one's got any cause for complaint.
Yeah. Plus, I learned on that one, it's hard to get the group to listen to you when you're not even with them. When you showed up late and you're not even with the group. But then the second one I did went awesome. Went perfectly. And I even showed up on time and everything.
We discovered on the endurance builder ride when Megan was leading on Sunday that the fence did not have teeth.
Why is that?
Because you have to ask for teeth. So
What's that?
you have to ask for it to have teeth.
Oh, okay. All the other rides got it except for that one.
So
Usually she does a pretty good job at keeping everybody relatively together.
I offered pizza and I offered cookies and it didn't work.
She's also the type that if anybody wants to go start their own group, she's like, go for it.
Yeah.
Do your group.
See, when I'm leading a ride, I've got that much going on that, I don't really have time to think about players. But when I'm sitting in and riding another group, then they get annoying.
Yes. I don't like it when
Hey there, Robertus.
when I'm sitting in and just hanging out near the leader, but then all it takes is a moment to not pay attention, and then you get pulled off way ahead. Of course, then at that point, everybody's in the same boat where eventually they're like, whoa, how'd I get so far up here? Oh yeah, core workout's gonna do me good today. I can feel it that I need to strengthen a little bit.
Yeah, I was thinking I'll go to the gym after and do a little bit of pull.
Get swole.
What?
I said, get swole.
Still didn't get that.
Pick it up. I said, get swole. That's what all the gym guys say. There you go, get swole.
Yeah.
SWOL. First time I heard it, I was thinking, what, do you have an allergy or something? Are you allergic to the gym? Do you swell every time you go there? Whew. No outdoor ride today. Although it does look like it's kind of a nice day, but that's what it is.
Jerry! Come on in, Jerry. You're liking the stream. Well, stop talking about Jerry now.
Jerry who? Is it
Right on,
is it
Amy.
that guy the guy that used to ride with us last week? Those were the good old days.
Hey, Jerry, Rick's calling you old. You come back on the stream and sort him out. One more, Rick. One more.
That should be the perfect amount.
That bottle is empty. I know what it is. Jerry just doesn't like Mahuri. So didn't ride with us
Oh,
today. Got to put it in once in a while.
Tomorrow will be Climber's Gambit, though, right?
Yep.
Jerry loves that one.
Remember when that one came out? He's run out of meetup. I remember when that one came out, and I wasn't well. I decided I was going to get that route badge one morning. I thought, well, I can ride it to the bottom of the climb and take a rest, and then I can ride the rest a bit later.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what I did. I was expecting it to take about an hour for the entire thing. In my incapacitated
A
state,
little bit longer.
it took a lot longer. It took twice that.
Yeah, that was that. Or no, that was your first big ride back, right?
That was my first big ride, yes. At the time, I
That was
couldn't really do more than 100 watts.
I think that was a Thursday because I think you had joined. I was doing the wagon, right? And you had joined us.
Possibly.
You had joined us on the stream.
Yeah. I'm probably complaining about the lack of dad jokes. I needed something to keep me going.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like you didn't have a lot of dad jokes that day. You had a couple, but I think all you could talk about for good reason was the fact that this is amazing that I can only do this many watts right now. I went from breaking a team time trial record, course record, to now I can't get much over 1.5 watts per kilogram. Yeah, this workout's been nice. I like it. I was a little concerned today about how my performance would be, but it's going well. I have been pushing it a bit.
The second workout this week that I will actually have completed.
Yeah, works out well to have a team doing it. Yeah, at this point, I can't even imagine doing a workout without having someone along. The other day when I started riding on, what was it, Friday, I think? I was like, well, I'm just gonna get the miles in, I guess. I was just sitting here like, oh wow, this is boring. And then finally you came on Discord. I got all excited. And then went and did the app, even though I wasn't gonna.
Step. Here we go. Please keep together. They've only set this one for 60 minutes rather than 76. There we go. Get tomorrow's. So I got that one right. And see what workout I'm doing and how long it is.
60 RPM is maybe a little too low.
Squat. Minute. There we go.
I tried to maintain 300 for that last one, and it worked.
Still couldn't get away from me.
What's that?
Still didn't pull away from me.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. My heart rate's recovering really fast too. Wow. Today's one of those days where, I mean, even though I'm extremely tired, it would be a good day for a race with how well my body seems to be working.
Game about how it looks. Sorry, I couldn't help that. You'd miss this if you were riding alone, wouldn't you?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Whew. There, now my legs should definitely, I'll feel that one all day, I bet. I haven't done a good low cadence workout in a long time. Yeah, just last week, at this point, like after doing all that work, even after cooling down a little bit, I would still probably be in like the high 130s. Now I'm down in the 120s. Very nice. Seeing some progress now. It's good.
Yeah, my cardio, well, my heart rate's back to where it used to be. With my lungs aren't.
Yeah, I still get coughing every so often. This morning I was coughing quite a bit. Last night I was coughing. Yeah, our heart rates
Hey.
are just about matched up.
You want to stay out of those coffins.
Yeah, tell me about it. They're pretty comfy though. If you fork out the right amount of money, you can get a pretty comfy one.
Yeah.
Memory foam.
Finish this kilometre off. Get there. Within the end of the workout. You get your email for the tracking club?
Yeah.
Very good.
Yep.
Sorted that out.
Yeah, now I have to see if I want to buy something and actually put it to use. But right
Sure.
now, I want a patch or something. I could put it on my leather coat.
Since we got these. There you go. You know, at
Wow,
40k
that was,
now. There we go. I'm done.
My average, oh, I must be there too. My average hour was more than yesterday.
Since I got as many PSS this morning. I'm going to say thank you to everyone for joining us this morning on the stream. Much appreciated. You helped us through the workout. Absolutely have.
Definitely.
Be back with another workout tomorrow. I don't know what yet. I need to look. But until then, have yourselves a good Tuesday. And we'll see you again soon. Bye for now.
Halfway to hump day. Have a good one.